Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we'll be looking at the Liong Mah Design Warrior 1 V2. I don't have the original box for this knife as I won in a raffle, but I did get the very nice taco pouch here. You can see they've got the little design card, comes with a microfiber cloth, little baggie. This knife very much surprised me. I was aware of its value. This is it's gonna run you about $400, a little less. But man, that action! Very, very simple design, fairly rectangular, beautiful carbon fiber full scale with titanium on the other side. Carbon fiber presentation. This is the lock side with the titanium. The flipping action on this knife is what makes it. The detent and the smoothness allows for a perfect opening. Doesn't even take that much force. I just messed up there because I'm an idiot. So, great action. Very smooth. Once you get that frame lock out of the way, it does not quite drop close. Not at all. Which is a little disappointing, but you know what, who cares when it flips open this smooth. Great design. Like I said, this is going to be about $380 to $400. Would I pay for this knife outright? Probably not. It's a great knife, but I'm just fortunate enough to have won it in a raffle. This is not the kind of knife I would buy on my own fruition. But that's just me. You guys might dig this knife, and I do too, but not enough to pay that much for it. Overall length, 7.75 inches. Blade length of a little under 3.5. Good size. Not too big, not too small. Standard blade, flat grind, stone wash. Very nice stone wash finish. You, of course, have the Liong Mah Design logo there with the blade steel. Listed on the back is S35VN, very common. This knife is very sharp. We have a handle length of just under 4.5 inches, very typical. You can see the very nice sparkling of the carbon fiber there. It's almost mesmerizing. I do think the pivot collar here, or the pivot itself, is an interesting design, and how it almost like a little crater, how it comes up, but it's very smooth. I think that's a unique touch. Torque screw down here at the end. We got a lanyard hole on the lock side. Titanium. Interesting design for the pocket clip, as you can see. Let's try not to, I don't know if my camera's gonna let me focus where I want it. There we go. You can see that that's a full chunk of carbon fiber there for the, titanium for the clip. I have yet to carry this guy in pocket, but it is stiff. It's not going anywhere. Not gonna fall out. Nice titanium backspacer here near the bottom. You can see that this is a damn near center lockup. Very nice. The milling on the titanium has, let's see if we can get a shot in there. There we go. You can just kind of see the outline of the interior milling on the frame, this titanium frame, just to reduce any unnecessary weight. No thumb studs, even though it does have this little cutout, but that's just more for comfort, ergonomics for your pointer finger there. Nice jimping along a good part of the blade, almost half the blade. Great jimping. Good for good hold up here. Good ergonomics too. My hand fits perfectly right there where it's designed to. Great knife. I was very, like I said, very surprised. I was not very familiar with Liong Mah as a designer or as a knife maker himself. But But yeah, this is a very high quality knife. A very welcome addition to my collection. Yes, I was very, very fortunate to win this. Very simple design. It is growing on me, I'll be honest. One thing I will say, which I've noticed as I've gotten more into the higher end production knives as well as some custom and mid-techs, is this is just me, this is 100% just me. I'm not a big fan of just plain titanium. Now with this knife, it's one thing because the whole other side is carbon fiber and it's a nice contrast. But if this was all titanium, I would be pretty, I wouldn't say dissatisfied, I would just say I would want to buy like some kind of flashy clip, whether it's Timascus or maybe a Timascus pivot collar. I mean, I could also probably have this anodized given it's titanium, but I just think for this particular knife, that would not look good. This is just a very simple, classic design with carbon fiber and titanium. Very nice design pocket clip there with that just a little bit of accent there, nice curve. Really the only curve on this whole knife design-wise, excluding the blade, of course. Interesting touch. A little bit of jimping here on the back. This is not going to be a tactical knife. Of course, you can hold a reverse grip. It's a rectangle. That's a given. But you're not gonna use this as a tactical knife. Maybe not even an EDC. This is the kind of knife that stays in its little taco pouch and comes out whenever you wanna flip something, because the action is amazing. It's fantastically smooth to open. The D10 is perfectly tuned in to allow for a very strong flipping open, but not to the point where you really gotta work for it. You can just give it a press and it'll come open. If we want to do a size comparison here, we can pull out Microtech Ultratech. A little bit bigger, not too bad though. We can look at the Spyderco Tenacious. Good size, about the same. And lastly, how about we look at the Benchmade 940. Again, just about the same size. This is seems to be the sweet spot for the knives that everyone loves. So, yeah, is this worth $400? Absolutely. The finish, not only in this beautiful carbon fiber, and that it is the whole scale. It's not just a surface scale with some kind of liner on the inside. The whole bolster scale is titanium, or as a carbon fiber on this side, and then you have titanium on this side, which is, of course, gonna make it more expensive, and it is indicative of a more expensive knife with the titanium backspacer here too, and the pocket clip. Beautiful, very nice, very subtle. It's not too flashy. Very pretty knife. Very fortunate to have won this. Oh, let me just embarrass myself before the video ends. But yeah. This has been the Liong Mah Warrior 1 V2.